Welcome to Backtracking, the show where three old friends take a second listen to influential albums track by track. I'm Ralph Bagdasarian.
And I'm Dan Fiden. We're taking this journey
Together!
Providing context, historical, personal, on legendary bands. For our third season, we have each picked 5 albums that we think deserve a good old tracking.
What's a backtrack dream? A show of 3 or 30 second listen to flexi spans. Even when you don't work, track by track. Then taking this journey together, providing context for pleasure and historical on some legendary bands. For that season, we've selected 50. Backtracking is the greatest podcast. Rapid JW and Dan make this podcast every week. Backtracking is the greatest podcast. Get ready for Podcast National!
All right, Backtrackers, I am back. It is a special emergency episode. Not that much of an emergency, because it took me a week to go through the various recordings that we made. But it is a semi-emergency episode that Ralph and I put together, barely put together, but we did put something together for the Rush show that we saw in LA on February 9th. I am going to sneak, or in June 9th. I don't know why I said February 9th. I am going to sneak this guy in between side A of the Tragically Hip and side B of the Tragically Hip. So you are going to have a Canadian sandwich. We really just kind of did this very loosely. Ralph just took his phone. We recorded a few thoughts in the car on the way to the venue. We recorded a few thoughts in the venue. We recorded a few thoughts after the show. Very loosely / zero framework, zero thought into how we were going to kind of move this conversation. And unfortunately, I think you can tell. But I'm going to do my best to edit this into something that makes some little bit of sense. I am sure you're going to complain about the sound quality. I am sure you're going to say, you guys are drunk. All of those things may be legitimate complaints, but we wanted to give you a glimpse into our thinking in the moment as we were at the show, as we were leaving the show. So that's what this episode is going to be. Next week, we will be back with a normal backtrack. But until then, let's turn it over to us live, not in the studio, on the streets, a week and a half ago in LA, about to see Rush.
Get ready for Podcast National!
Okay, well, that was our sad attempt to do the Backtracking podcast off script.
Unbelievable.
Off script while driving in a car together in Santa Monica. So, Dan, this is a special season 1 bonus episode.
Yeah.
So why would there be a bonus episode for season 1?
Ralph, I'm so glad that you asked, because we are going to see Rush tonight perform on, I think this is the third night of the...
Third night of 4.
Second or third night of
third night.
The tour, the 50th anniversary tour.
Yes, so Rush kicked off their tour Sunday night at the Forum in Los Angeles. We don't know much about it. We've intentionally been keeping ourselves in the dark. We know that
right.
Amy Mann did a little cameo.
Yeah.
We don't know if she's going to do it tonight, too.
Oh, I hope so, because, I mean, what a great song. That's one of my favorite songs that Rush does.
Yeah, we talk about it in our Hold Your Fire episode.
Absolutely. I think it's a perfect 10 pop song. It is a song that's been in the set list for a long time, on and off. And, I mean, I don't think they've ever done it with her live. Because
they might have.
Their careers kind of went in different directions.
I want to say when at the Hollywood Bowl she might have done it.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah, I think she might have done it before. But pop quiz, who else did they consider to sing Time Stands Still?
Oh, fuck, I remember this, but I don't.
Cyndi Lauper was one of them?
Cyndi Lauper,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, so we are we've had a couple of beers, so
we have
in vino veritas. So we're speaking
beer
unfiltered
3.
here.
I'm on beer 3 for the day.
I've only had 2 over the past 3 hours, so I'm being responsible.
That's right.
But we are heading now, not to the concert itself, but we're going to have even more beers.
Yeah.
But before we get to the point where we can't discuss it, eloquently or in a lucid state of mind, we decided to record in the car.
Yeah.
Thanks to our buddy Dax, he suggested we record it on the way to the show and on the way back from the show. So as many of you listeners know, tell them about the Jeff Buckley thing and how we're sort of recreating that.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't even know what to say except that, it's a relatively impromptu drive that we took from Buffalo to Toronto to see Julian Hatfield.
During the Rock and Roll Summer of 95.
Rock and Roll Summer of 95. My sister, I had gotten tickets, but I didn't really know anybody who was interested. I didn't like Juliana Hatfield necessarily. I mean, I didn't care one way or another, but Buckley was opening up, and I was already a big Jeff Buckley fan at this point, and but I didn't know anybody who knew him, and so I bought 2 tickets, and I kind of said to my sister, "Hey, will you come?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'll come." But
why did she go?
I don't remember. She backed out for some reason.
Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Michelle, if you're listening to this, because I know you are, can you please let us know? Because that's a big gap in this story.
A big bummer for you, too.
Big gap, yeah.
So Ralph came up with me. We drove up to Toronto, which is, what is it, 2 hours?
No,
drive?
it's like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half drive. Yeah. Big drive, big-ish drive. Ralph went up. We went to see that show, and it delivered, right?
It did. So on the way home from that show, we were just speechless. We knew that we had seen something remarkable. We knew this was not just like an ordinary show, right? So we were pretty. They approved my app, by the way.
Excellent work.
Sorry, I submitted an application to the App Store. And I'm recording this on my phone, and this is what happens when you have But we were driving back that night, and we knew we had seen something great.
Yeah.
If you've seen the Jeff Buckley documentary on HBO,
yes,
it's never over.
It's never over.
You hear people who were close to Jeff Buckley talking about when they saw him for the first time at the Cine.
Yeah.
In a coffee shop in New York. That was we didn't know anything about that performance by this point in time. So we had the exact same response. We when they were talking about how speechless they were, that's what we felt like. So will we feel that way after Rush plays tonight with Anika Nilles and Lauren Gold?
I mean, listen, my expectation, frankly, is quite a bit lower. I will be very satisfied if this is kind of a fun retro tour, remembrance of what I loved about seeing Rush live. If it's more than that, I'll be delighted. But if it hits on that, I'll be happy, I think.
Well, longtime listeners of our podcast know that, from my perspective, this is bonus Rush. This is Ged and Alex just, taking a victory lap with some really great musicians. And, I know there's a lot of talk about, Anika Nilles. Will she deliver? Will she be like Neil Peart? Well, I think that's the wrong way to look at it. So First of all, Neil Peart is going to be present in the lyrics. Remember, he wrote most of the lyrics you're going to hear.
Yeah.
He is still alive in those words, right? He's immortal in those words. So it's not like he's not going to be present at all. Secondly, every Rush air drummer, you got to get the hits in the right spot, right? They're compositions. It's not like Stuart Copeland, of the Police, who sort of jazzes it up a bit and changes it up every time he plays it. This is Neil Peart. So I think we're going to see a very faithful execution of Neil Peart's drum parts.
Yeah.
The question is, will it have her own style, her own vibe? We don't know. Dan?
Yeah. I don't know. I have zero expectation about what it is. I'm worried that it's going to be unsatisfying, but I don't even know what that looks like for me, if I'm being honest. So, I'm kind of going in, and I'm just going to let that first song hit me. But, Rolf, I want to ask you, enough of this bullshit.
Yes.
I need you to, for once, go on the record with the American people, okay? Will you please do it and tell me what songs, give me 5 songs you think are going to be on the set list, and 5 songs that you think are not going to be on the set list.
Well, you know what? I kind of peaked.
Fuck you and your your bullshit horse.
Because I read this Rolling Stones article. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I scanned it. I think okay. This is one I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
Like, the question is, are they going to do all of the really hard songs that they typically didn't do? You know, because I know Neil Peart he had like arthritis towards the end of his career, and there were some songs that they kept on the shelf that they never played before.
Yeah.
Dog Years, I'm hoping they're going to play.
No, man. All right, so I think, honestly, 5 songs that I think for sure they're going to play.
I think you've thought about this more, so why don't you tell me?
All right, 5 songs they're definitely going to play. I am going to say, okay, Tom Sawyer, number 1. They're definitely going to play Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
Number 2, Subdivisions. Okay?
That's when I'll take a nap.
Number 3, 2112, the second movement. What is that? Temples of Syrinx.
Okay.
Right? Number 4, I think, is gonna be. All right, now I'm getting stuck a little bit here.
Well, do you think they're going to cap it at
Natural
2 hours?
Science?
Natural
number
Science.
4.
Okay.
And number 5, I am going to say that they are definitely going to play.
Wait, this is Exposition Boulevard.
The
here. Why don't you
Wreckers.
I'm
I'm going to say the Wreckers they're going to play.
Would be awesome.
Definitely going to play.
Okay, I will go on record as saying that's what I hope they play. I think Jacob's Ladder is one that we're going to see.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to play. What did they play on the Junos? Finding My Way.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to play Finding My Way.
I think that's right.
I think they're going to be like, yeah, let's put that behind us. That was just like, let's give the people a tease.
Yep.
With a John Rutsey song.
Yep, exactly.
But I do think what I'm looking forward to the show, what all my expectations are, is that Ged and Alex and the rest of the
Are they going to
crew,
play Free Will, Roth?
They will play Free Will.
Are they going to play The Trees?
No.
They're not going to play The Trees. Okay.
I'm curious to know because I did see some videos.
Are they going to play Xanadu, Roth?
Hang on a second, I'm making a right. I am curious to know though. I think they will play Xanadu. I think the dark horses, and I may have heard this somewhere, but I'm not sure. I think the dark horse is going to be them opening with Xanadu.
Really?
I think that's it because you know why?
Why?
Because if you listen to the intro for Xanadu,
yes,
it's like Rebirth.
Can we just say, Rafi, that Xanadu is the greatest Rush song that has ever been created? I
don't agree exactly, but I'm coming around.
All right.
I could be transitioned. I could become trans on that issue.
Wow. Well.
So I do believe that. I mean, but you think about it. It's like a rebirth. It's new birth, and it sort of like teases, like with Anika playing the little things in the background.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see because I did see that Ged still has some keyboards, and I'm curious to see what keyboard responsibilities he retains and which he offloads to Lauren Gold. And I'm curious to see if Alex will be a little less sloppy than he was in night 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, listen, I would be totally disappointed if they didn't play Xanadu. Xanadu for me is kind of the stand-in for the entire progressive era of the band. If they played Xanadu and they didn't play any of 2112, I'd be happy. If they didn't play any of Hemispheres, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But, like, Xanadu for me is the progressive era of the band. That's what I want to hear.
Now, I think we're going to be sitting on the Alex side. We're going to be on the Alex side of the stage, right? I believe so.
I don't know. We're on the stage, what is that? Stage left
I don't know. But I think we're on Alex's side. As everyone knows, if you're facing the stage, Alex on the left, Getty on the right. And we will do a little blurb once we're there and we get to see what's happening beforehand. Sure. You'll hear us in the arena. We're going to see it at the Forum, the Los Angeles Forum, which is a venue that is now dedicated to live performance.
I have never been to the Forum.
It's great. You know what? The last time I was there, it was to see Toto, Christopher Cross, and Men at Work. Wow. Which we're doing a Men at Work album.
I know we are, and I can't wait to do it.
Jay Williams doing that.
I know.
And I remember we walked in when Christopher Cross was playing Sailing, and it sounded like it was the recording. It was They put a lot of sound dampening in there, and it's a really cozy venue for a large arena.
Well, I can't wait to go see it. I haven't seen a show there.
I highly recommend the Forum.
All right.
If you can do it. And I also highly recommend whatever the name of that burger was we just had at Santa Monica Brewworks.
It was good.
It was voted best burger in the world.
I wouldn't believe that as much.
But it was pretty fucking good. I mean,
it was a pretty good burger.
All the hipsters talk about, heavy-handed and all this bullshit. The burger there, yeah.
Heavy-handed, what do they say?
It's just like, it's the best burger. And the burger at Santa Monica Brewworks.
What are they trying to articulate with that?
They can't, their beards are getting in their way. So their neck beards. So anyways, the burger at Santa Monica, we're not sponsored by them, by the way. There's no line. It's not pretentious. You just go in there, it's buried in the menu, and it just says, oh, by the way, but we're the best burger in the world. By who? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was pretty darn good.
Do you think those are mail-in votes, or are they...
I don't know. And then they're fraudulent. So,
All
okay.
right, well, listen. I think that, we're going to check in a little while. Let's do it. All right.
We may even have a little bit of a live Q&A with some of our top fans. We have 2 fans that represents about 30-40% of our listenership. And we're going to have a live Q&A with them, and we'll see what they have to say. Okay, So stay tuned for that.
Okay, now, as if we have gone through some wormhole to Cygnus X1, we skip forward to Rolf and I in our seats inside of the Forum. What are we going to talk about, and will it be more easily understood than the last 10 minutes or so? It's difficult to say, but why don't we listen and find out?
Backtracking is the greatest podcast.
Okay, we are here at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, in Inglewood.
Yeah.
We've got really good seats. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're section 105, seats row 1, seats 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're good seats. They're not floor. They're one level above floor, but they're very close to floor, and they're kind of in the corner.
Yeah, so now that we're here, we're kind of feeling different vibes about what they're going to be playing.
Yeah. Well, Rolf, I think, has made a really bold and interesting and amazing, frankly, prediction, and that is they're going to open with Xanadu.
Well, and I can't say that, I can't take credit for this prediction. I saw somewhere in passing, and I probably misread it, but I wanted to believe that what it said was Rush opens with Xanadu.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be awesome. I mean, generally, I think the band has picked big, more stadium-ready rockers as openers in their sets, and this is a decidedly oddball, well-loved, I mean, very popular tune, but...
Well, the question is, they could have done it for the first show. It could have been a one-time,
could be. But I would love it. I mean, Xanadu is, as we saw in the Tournament of Champions, Rolf, Xanadu is my favorite song.
Yeah, but you're going to say that as if it was something definitive. It's an opinion, yeah.
It is. No, it's
Conjecture.
That's the definitive opinion. That song is my favorite. I'm going to go a little bit more conventional. I'm going to say they're going to open with, maybe weird. I'm going to say they're going to open with Circumstances.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would be. I'll pay you $5 if they do that.
Yeah, but I would love that. I mean, I think Circumstances is one of my favorite songs by the band. They don't play it all that much. I don't know that they've really ever opened with it, but I think it'd be a cool one.
No, I don't think they did. But that would be a really good opener. I agree.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob.
All right,
you can put the royalty checks in the mail too.
Well, we're signing up.
Rocks. ROX.
Next time we speak, we will have seen Rush in their new configuration, and I hope we make it out alive.
Yeah. All right.
All
right. So, as you can tell, we are unprepared. We are drunk. We are spazzy. We're excited. We're going to the concert in everything you just heard. So, if you listen to Backtracking normally and you think, God, these guys don't do much preparation, hopefully you can tell exactly how much preparation we do, because there was a lot of it for the normal episodes, and this one lacks it. Okay, so But we have now gotten to the point where the show starts. The next audio from the day you're going to hear is after the show. It's going to be our post-show reactions. So I felt like it would be appropriate for me to read out the set list of the show that we went to go see. So the show was June 9th at the Kia Forum. They did, in fact, open with Xanadu. And then they played The Spirit of Radio. Then they played Analog Kid, which is apparently the first time they played that song since 2013. They played Free Will. Then they played Subdivisions. The Bravado version that they played was the first of the Neil Peart tributes. I thought it was interesting that they selected to do that over Bravado. They did it over The Pass on the first night, apparently. But it was over Bravado on this one. Then they played Leave That Thing Alone. Gotta say, one of the least interesting songs in the set, in my opinion. Then they played The Trees, first time since 2008. Amazing. Then they played Headlong Flight off of Clockwork Angels. Not bad. And then they closed the first set with Limelight. Now, the second set. The amazing thing that they did is they played the entire 2112. Every movement. And apparently they have not played the entire 2112 since 1997. Now, they've played parts of it before, but they haven't played the whole thing. They followed that up with Animate, which was, a debatable inclusion. Then they played Closer to the Heart, which was great. A Passage to Bangkok they played for the first time since 2008, and it was awesome. Then they played Time Stands Still, which was great. It featured Amy Mann. It was lovely. It was kind of the second Neil Peart tribute song. Then they went into YYZ, Anthem, which everyone was amazed by. Apparently they've played bits of Anthem before, like recently in 2015, but they played the full song, and it's the first time they've played it in full since 1978, if you can believe it. Red Barchetta, then Witch Hunt, which there was a lot of buzz about. They haven't played that one since 2011. Then they played Tom Sawyer. The encore for the night was Finding My Way and Working Man. And that was it. That was it. So now we are going to go back to us. I'm going to turn it back over to our reporter in the past, on location, me and Roth, in the car, waiting for the people that we drove to the concert, talking about the show. Here we go.
All right, Dan.
Yeah.
We just watched Rush.
Yeah, we did.
The band.
Did we ever?
Yes. So Rush just played the Forum.
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. What was your first thought? We have resisted saying anything about it.
Yeah, we walked silently out of the show.
Yeah.
Amongst a bunch of Rush men.
Yeah, Rush men.
So I want to start first of all with the performance, like technically. So Anika Nilles just nailed it. I mean, she really just brought it home.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard a single missed note or beat.
Okay.
Or missed hit.
Okay.
There were some songs she seemed to take a little bit more liberty or play a little looser than Neil Peart did.
Yes.
But there were others she played spot on.
Yes.
So that answers sort of the question of like how faithfully, and the ones where she was like spot on were the ones where I'm sure they must have like charted it out and they said, look, these are the songs where everyone air drums and you gotta give the people what they want.
I think that's right. I think that's right. Now, I will agree with you. There is no question she is a completely excellent drummer and is technically capable of doing any of this stuff. I think it was a fantastic concert. Now, I'm going to right off the bat take a shit in the punch bowl a little bit because I will say I think she was great. I'm going to say something that's guaranteed to piss everybody off. There are some songs I thought she was better than Neil Peart, And there were other songs that I think that she just didn't get it. And I think for me what it comes down to is she plays with much more of a pocket than Neil Peart did. Yeah. Neil Peart was really driving, metronomic, like ahead of the beat.
You're right, yeah.
Like really pushing it, and she doesn't. And on some songs, I thought that worked really great. But then there are other songs that I think it doesn't really work. You just you miss the really kind of oddly metronomic Neil propulsiveness.
Yeah, and I noticed that, I wish I had taken notes. There was one song where they even like the time of the song sort of moved a little. It was a little more fluid.
Yeah. Which I always like.
Yeah, and I hadn't heard that song played that way. So Ged and Alex occasionally were out of sync, or they you know.
I would say that this is the first time I've seen Rush where I think there were two moments in the set where I actually felt like they were kind of lost in the songs.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, they haven't played for 11 years.
Yeah.
And they're 11 years older.
But that's pretty remarkable for Rush. I mean,
yeah, but they're 11 years older. They haven't played for 11 years. You know, they have 11 years fewer brain cells. So there's a lot of things that are different this time. But I do think that, you know, with the addition of Anika and Lauren Gold, I feel there was sort of an injection of I don't want to say youthfulness, life. There was an injection of something. Like it was
the band was looser. I felt the band was looser than I ever heard them.
Not in a bad way necessarily.
No, not in a bad way. But I think it's different, and I think it works better on some songs than others. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like it was a little bit of a. There were a couple moments where Geddy couldn't hit the notes and kind of gave up on it. There were a couple of songs where they, where I think they got lost, and then I would have a couple of quibbles with the set list, honestly.
Okay, so they opened. What did they open up?
They opened with Xanadu, which I think was a brilliant, wonderful opener.
Yeah,
it was a great idea to do that.
It was epic. It started off slow. They had the opening, the videos were really great. You know, the graphics and everything. They had a couple of ones that they used before, like the South Park guys doing Tom Sawyer. But they also had a lot of very touching tributes, not only to Neil Peart, but towards the end to John Rutsey and the encore.
All right, so I'm going to talk about that one too. So I think overall the thing that was surprising to me was how much of a tearjerker the show was. I literally had tears rolling down my cheeks multiple times during the set.
There were times.
Like when they did Time Stand Still, they did two very big Neil tribute videos.
Yeah.
One was during Time Stand Still, and the other one was during Bravado, yeah. And during both of those, I just was totally crying.
Well, I felt a lot of emotion in Xanadu. And what was the second song they did?
Yeah, Xanadu for sure.
It wasn't Spirit of Radio. It was they ended with Spirit of the Radio. I just said Spirit of the Radio. The Spirit of the Radio.
Yeah. No. It was a really emotional set. But that I thought was wonderful, and I do think that they made some choices that were awesome. Like opening with Xanadu, I thought was great. I thought it was really interesting. They opened the second set with the entire 2112, the whole thing. Yeah. Which they don't do very often, right?
No. I mean, they've been doing it more recently, though.
But there were a couple of songs in the set that I really felt like were kind of bummer choices. Like Animate, I thought was a really bad choice.
I'm not a huge fan of that song to begin with.
Yeah, I know. And I think it's a weird choice to have in the set list.
But it was a big song for people that entered Rush in that era, though.
I guess. I guess.
Counterparts. So, okay, let's get back to Xanadu. So that was very emotional because it was a very ambitious song to start off with.
Yeah.
Right? And it builds, and it's very atmospheric. And again, the video, what do they call that? it's not just video, the screening that happened behind it, all the set design.
The AV club.
The AV stuff.
They had a whole AV club.
The AV stuff. Sorry, my contacts are burning. But the AV they did was very moving, and it was very atmospheric.
Yeah, I love the light show.
The light show was fantastic, but it was like the feeling that Rush is back, that they survived, and that Neil's presence was there, but it was new and it worked. That's what was really moving.
I felt like the show was really unapologetic fan service. And I liked that, actually. You know what I mean? I would have been unhappy if they didn't do pure fan service. But I think they mostly did. And now there were some songs that I think were kind of missing from the set list.
What would you say, as I posited from the beginning, that this was a bonus Rush show? It was like bonus Rush.
Yeah, you know what? That's what you said that you thought it was going to be when we talked about it. And I think you're right. That's pretty accurate. I was worried it was going to make me feel bad about the band somehow, and I didn't feel that at all.
Not at all. You felt happy for the band. Hang on, someone's beeping here. We're stuck in the parking lot. It's not moving at all. It didn't feel... The band seemed as on it as they ever seemed.
Do you think this guy behind you thinks that we're trying to make our way into the line of traffic?
No, it's someone going the other way.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Listen, guys, I just don't want to get in a fist fight. I will get in a fist fight if I have to.
No, I think
but I don't want to.
It sounds like a happy honk, but it's just, it's unnecessary. Like, we get it.
Yeah.
No one wants to be sitting here.
Yeah.
I mean, it works for us because we get to record this podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so encore. They didn't do Bytor. I thought they were going to do Bytor. Oh.
It is this guy. What is this guy doing?
Hey, sorry.
Hey, guys.
A while.
So a couple of Rush fans just got in the car here. What did you guys think of the show? So we're interviewing two Rush fans that just happened to pop in here. What did you guys think about it?
Woo! It was awesome. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen. They started with Xanadu, trees, and subdivisions. Come on.
Red Barchetta.
Oh, the AV and Red Barchetta was amazing too. It was really good.
And you know what? They did play Working Man.
They did play Working Man.
They did. I will say there was a relative lack of mid-era Rush in the show.
A little bit, yes. Yeah. A little bit.
You didn't see Marathon, you didn't see Manhattan Project, right?
I hear that.
Which usually are in live shows, right?
But I think a lot of the people that are hardcore Rush fans, that's not their thing.
Yeah, we came before that.
They are the early era. That is Rush.
So Rush, okay.
Yeah.
So Getty and Alex kind of sucked. Anika was great. Is that what we're saying?
No, I don't think we're saying that. We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
No.
So what was your favorite set inclusion in the show? What song did you like best?
For myself, I think it was Subdivisions.
Yeah.
I mean, coming in with that in the first set, it was so tight, so solid. It really sounded like the original. Keyboards and everything sound. I thought that was. That's what I was looking forward to in this concert.
Yeah. Yeah, Roth.
Honestly, Anthem.
Yeah,
Really
Anthem
good.
was a really interesting inclusion.
Yeah.
I did not expect Anthem.
Yeah.
That was pretty big.
Yeah.
And was that in the encore?
No, that
It was the last one they
It
did.
was near the end.
Okay.
near the end of set 1, right?
Yeah, Anthem was the one that really sort of surprised me.
Yeah, Anthem was a really good one. You know what was funny? I was actually kind of surprised that they played the trees. I don't know why, but I was delighted by that one. But I didn't expect it for some reason.
I mean, it's iconic, but it's also, for some people, esoteric. Like, they don't,
Yeah, navigating a little bit of traffic
I did talk
here.
to some guys that said, the set was a little different than the first show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How so?
They played via Strangata.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that I wish they would play. That's one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
they said they played that.
Well, that's a big difference.
No, they published the
what did we get
list
that they didn't get first night? I mean, what did we get for?
Well,
I hope it wasn't anime, because that would really bump me out. All right, so what do you think the worst inclusion in the set was?
What? So, I'm not even gonna know the song. Like, we went and got a beer when it got towards the 90s stuff.
There was a couple songs.
There was two songs. I forget what they were. But.
Well, there was Animate. That went on for a really long time, and that's off of what? Counterparts or something?
It could have been that, but it would.
What was Animate off of?
Counterparts.
I thought they played something from Roll the Bones, and we took off, but maybe that was not right.
They played something from Clockwork Angels.
Oh, Clockwork, yeah.
And it was not my favorite song off of Clockwork Angels, but it's kind of like the main song.
And it's funny because, everybody got up to take a piss.
Really?
Which one?
I can't remember. No, not Animate. The one from Clockwork Angels. On that sometimes you gotta be doing it. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody got up and took a piss.
Yeah, what was that one called? Those ones, all the songs on that album have kind of weird names. Like The Traveler. And
yeah, that's where, very few people I know, got into Rush in that era, but some did. A lot of people lost in that era.
There weren't, many people got up to go to the bathroom, get a beer, whatever. There weren't many people into that in this concert.
Into that song.
Yeah. Well, into that era,
They didn't play a lot from it, though. They played nothing off of Presto, right? Nothing off of Roll the Bones.
But wasn't there something from
Snakes and
from?
Oh, I don't even know. Snakes and Arrows?
Wasn't there something from Power Windows or no? Am I missing something? There was something.
There
was something.
Well, they played Time
mid-80s.
Stands Still, but that was off of what? Hold Your Fire?
I mean, here's the thing. What I regret is I didn't take notes.
Mid-80s
I know.
that people were into.
That one I thought was great. And the fact that Amy Mann came out and sang it, I thought was really sweet.
People were into that one.
I love that song.
Yeah. I know she came out.
That was another one of the Neil tributes. I'm going to tell you, all right, here's the other thing I'm going to say. I think the John Rutsey tribute didn't land. I think it felt weird.
Felt like an add-on?
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of this bullshit nod to Rutsey. Like, it somehow diminished the Neil tributes and felt like cloying or something. Yeah, I didn't like that choice at all. Because, come on, where were the Rutsey tributes during all the years that they played with Neil?
That's true.
I mean, there was zero.
They're probably just more sentimental nowadays.
Well, I mean, fair enough, but I just feel like I didn't like that.
You didn't
That's
like that?
That's going to be my hot take. I don't like the Rutsey
run through
tribute.
this red light.
And nobody cares about a Rutsey tribute, right? Does anybody really like pine for the John Rutsey Days of Rush? I mean, he's an asterisk. Let's be honest. Right?
I mean, it was his band. I mean, he was the band leader for.
Well, listen,
All right. Well, that's our hot takes. All right. Well, that's any more.
That's
I mean, we're a little tired.
No, I don't think there's anything else to say.
You know what? We're all going to the Rainbow Room after this to talk about it some more.
And to meet Lemmy, we're going to pay tribute to Lemmy.
What's a Black Dream Show? A 3 or 30 second.
Well, that's it. That was our amazing quasi-live, not really live, but recorded with as much care as a poor live recording. That was it. I hope you guys got everything you wanted out of this episode. It was a pretty casual episode, so it's only going to be considered a bonus. Next week, we're going to be back with Side B of the Tragically Hip's seminal album, their 5th album, Day for Night. Tune in then. Until then, what do you have to do? Instagram, X, Reddit. All of them are Backtracking Rocks, ROX. Go follow, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Go to the YouTube channel. It's Backtracking Rocks, ROX. Or please just email backtrackingrocks@gmail.com. Thank you, Roth. You were an excellent co-pilot or pilot, and I was your co-pilot. I don't mean to, imply anything here, but it was great to go on that journey with you. Yeah, that's it. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye.